Also countered by Augustine was Donatism. Donatism was a schismatic movement in the Church of Carthage that emphasized the holiness of the Church. The Donatists sought to separate the pure Church from the apostate Church, which was rooted from their belief that a clergyman's prayers and sacraments were only valid if the agent was faultless. During the Diocletianic Persecutions of 303 to 305, the lenient Roman governor of North Africa accepted a Christian's handover of their scriptures as an act of apostasy. As such, many Christians insincerely handed over their scriptures to avoid torture or death. When the persecutions ended and Christianity became an authorized religion in 313, many traditores, literally the ones who handed over, returned to the church, bringing concern to the purity of the church. Furthermore, many apostatized clergymen returned to their positions, bringing into question their authority and the validity of the sacraments they administered. On this issue, most North African churches affirmed that the validity of a clergyman did not depend on his personal purity, but rather on the office he presides in. Disagreeing, many Christians led by Donatus Magnus separated from the Catholic Church and established their own empirically holy church. Appealing to Cyprian's claim that there is no salvation outside of the Church, they began rebaptizing members who were baptized by the traditores clergy. Furthermore, they vigorously opposed Christian involvement in the military, as they saw the military as an instrument of the evil state. In response, Augustine emphasized the unity of the Church over its purity, arguing that unity is the bond of love that ties all those who belong to the single body of Christ. He made a distinction between the visible and invisible Church using the parable of the wheat and tares, and affirmed that the efficacy of a sacrament is derived ex opere operatio, from the work performed, rather than ex opere operantis, from the holiness of the minister or recipient of the sacrament. Furthermore, as the empire feared instability due to the schism and the Donatists' refusal to perform military service, they began heavily persecuting the Donatists. Despite Augustine's opposition and the empire's violence against the Donatists, they continued to flourish until around the 6th century AD.